thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's our boy, Coach Malachiwilliams in the building. We back. What's happening, man? What's going on with everybody in here, man? Knockdown 305. We're going to have a good show today, man. See my sister, man, Food Revolution in the building in this BI. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bales in the building. Knockdown 305. What's going on, bro? Jamario, what's happening, fam? It is what it is. A little Green Eyes P. But we're going to have a good show today. You already know we're going to have a good show today, man. I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? We're going through, we starting the new year. Check this out, guys. Check this out. We starting the new year. We're going into the new year. We're rebranding. We're rebranding. You know, because of, there's so many good things going on, right? So many good things going on. I want to step into the new year. I have a renewed spirit. You know, I have a renewed mind. You know, so many ideas going on up here. And there's so many things that that's going to be working together. You know what I mean? In order to make sure we have a successful journey into the outer stratosphere. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what? It's been time. I've been on YouTube for going on 2 years. And, you know, I've been on YouTube going on 2 years. I kind of, I think I went through all of the phases. Our money, always getting money. Yeah, man. CMD, what do you say? True Media. I like the new name. Yes, sir. True Media Today USA. Boxing. Well, boxing really matters. True Media Today USA. Well, boxing really matters. That's the direction we're going in. Because I want to represent the truth. You know what I mean? We the only community that have commandments, and we have our command. We got the 16 commandments. You know what I mean? So, and I would like to think that our commandments represent the truth. I think that our commandments represents the essence of what boxing really is. You get what I'm saying? So we going off into the new year, man. We the motherfucking truth, man. We the motherfucking truth. Hey, don't be surprised. Hold on, check this out. Hey, Ali, check this out. Don't be surprised if you see the old boy calling the fight. If you see me ringside calling the fight, don't be surprised. True. We the truth over here, man. We the truth over here. Regardless of what they say. Regardless of what they say, we the truth over here. We the truth over here. Hate it or love it. Hate it or love it. Don't make no never mind. We going off into the new year. We are rebranding. We rebranding our brand. We finna take it up. We finna take it up a notch. I told you guys that, right? Told you guys that. Let's give everybody that's here a round of applause. Yeah, salute, fam, salute. Hey, look here, man. Check this out. Question I have is this. Now, we do know that as a matter of fact, let me do this. Oh, you know what? Hold on. There's two things I need to do. Almost forgot. There's two things I need to do before we start the show. Y'all don't forget to check the merch out now. Don't forget to check the merch out. Don't forget to check the merch out. You see what I'm saying? We got the merch. We got the hoodies. You know what I mean? This is for the hoodies. We have the hoodies. We got all the hoodies right here. We got this one up here, man. You know what I mean? But, you know, we going into the new year. As a matter of fact, what the day is? The day is the 19th, right? The 19th. 12 more. We have 12 more days left in this year, left in 2022. And I want to know what you guys want to do. You're going into the new year. Are you going to go into the new year the same old person that you was before? Now, if you're the same old person and you're doing good and successful, you want to be that same old person. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you was a sapsucker, in 2022, do you still want to be a sapsucker in 2023? True. If you was a whole head cheese sandwich in 2022, do you still want to be a whole head cheese sandwich in 2023? True. If you were talking about something, sign the contract, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, take whatever we give you. If you was one of those fools, one of those Wakandas, if you was a Wakanda in 2022, do you still want to be a Wakanda in 2023? True. I'm just asking. Or do you want to rebrand yourself? Some of you dudes that's Wakandas, you might want to rebrand yourself, right? You don't want to be remembered. Say, you know, y'all was Wakanda last year, but in 2023, this the new me. I ain't Wakanda no more. Some of you dudes was race baiters in 2022. Will you still be a race baiter in 2023? You might want to rebrand yourself. True. Moving on. I'm moving on. Hey, Tamari, what did he say? He said, no more condoms not changing, coach. That's all they know. Yeah, I know. Iron Clyde, he said, nah, in 2023, it's going to be a whole lot of more realism. Yes, sir. Sure enough is. I'm coming with it in 2000. I'm not even playing, dog. I'm not even playing. 2023, I'm not even playing. I'm not even playing. We True Media now. True Media Today USA. We're not even playing. We rebranding this shit. We going into 2023. We're going to 2023. We taking heads off. We taking heads off in 2023. We are not playing. We blowing up all false narratives with the truth. We blowing up all of the fake stuff and the buffoonery with the truth. It's gonna be some people that don't like it. Guess what? I really don't care. True. It is what it is. Let's get into the show. Now, before we get into the show, first of all.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and think, Al Heyman, I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
And to the Wakandas, this is for you.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Hey, I'm Robert Day K. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. We got Rick Glazier coming on. As well. So we're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna talk about some things, man. Oh, hell no. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and send him the link right quick. Hold on, guys. Let me send him the link right quick. Let me go ahead and hit invite right there. And then I hit invite right there. Hold on, guys. Let me do this. Yeah, we're going into the new year with a rekindled spirit, with a rekindled spirit, and we're not gonna be playing. We ain't gonna lighten up. We gonna tighten up. I can promise you that. Boy, we gonna tighten up, boy. I swear we gonna tighten up. Boy, listen. If you thought I was hard on them sapsuckers, pause in 2021 and 22, did you just believe, boy? I am not lightening up. No, sir, I am not. We're gonna represent the truth over here. Hold on. All right. I'll do that there. Let's get into the show. Let me go ahead and get into the show. Now, as you guys know, Tank Davis is fighting a guy by the name of Hector Garcia. El dominicano. Él puede pelear bien. Muy bien. Pero yo no creo que puede ganar contra Tank Davis, right? You know, Hector Garcia is a good fighter, you know what I mean? But I am of the belief that I don't think that I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. You know, he's a damn good boxer. I don't know if he's going to be able to handle the footwork of Tank Davis. To be honest with you, he's fighting him in DC. So, you know, he's gonna damn near need a knockout to beat Tank. You know what I mean? Even if he fights the perfect fight. So we're gonna see how that works out, right? But the question I have for you guys is this: Tank Davis is a 9-1 favorite. He's a minus 900 favorite to beat Hector Garcia. Question I have for you guys is this: by him fighting a guy that moved up from super featherweight to lightweight, and by him fighting a guy that he's such a massive favorite over, will Tank Davis get credit if he wins? Now, I want to keep everything in its proper perspective. When it comes to certain fighters that fight people who are underdogs, people say that, hey, man, he ain't fought nobody. Oh, man, this and that, yada, 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 yada. But when it comes to the fighters who you like, that energy is different. So the question I have is this. Tank Davis is the -900 favorite to beat Hector Garcia, guys. And they're going to fight on January 7th in D.C. This fight is a tune-up fight for the anticipated battle versus Ryan Garcia that's supposed to go down in April. Keyword is supposed. By Tank Davis being so highly favored to win, some Tank supporters feel that he won't get the credit that he deserves if he were to get the victory. Some fans like to point out how certain fighters don't fight anybody on their level, while not keeping that same energy with other fighters that they love. Do you guys feel that that this is fair criticism of Tank Davis? Do you feel that there is double standards and hypocrisy when it comes to certain fighters that you like versus certain fighters that you don't like? Or do you guys feel that the criticism is warranted? Good question, right? Shout out to Mike G. Mike, what's going on, baby boy? He said, what's good, coach? What it do? Yeah, man, it's doing, baby. It's doing. We making it do what it do. Raul, what you say, fam? You say, coach, who should I put my money on? Benavidez or the other fighter? Oh yeah, if you don't know the other fighter name, you probably want to go with Benavidez. If you don't know the other fighter name, you know what I mean. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, all right with the AK. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Hey, shout out to Mike. What to say, fam? Money Mike, what's going on, baby boy? You said, what do you think of Ryan pulling out of his tune-up and going straight to Tank? You know what? Me personally, Mike, I think he should fight a tune-up. I think he should fight a tune-up because this is what we're gonna do, Mike. Let's look at the last. Yeah, he definitely should fight a tune-up. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why, but there are rumors out there, that people are saying that as a matter of fact, let me pull up the receipts. Let me get Rick on. We're not gonna have him on long. Because I want to find out. He's going to tell us what are the pay-per-view number buys for Terrence Crawford and David Adrien. I heard it was 120,000. And I think that 120,000 ain't bad for in today's time any goddamn ways, and bad for a new app. And I think they put that information out. I'm not sure. I haven't physically seen it. I haven't physically seen it, guys. I'm not gonna lie. And let me see. I haven't physically seen it. Let me see. Hold on, guys. All right. Let me see what's up. I don't know where that number came from. All right, we got Rick Glaze on, man. Let's give Slick Rick a round of applause. Hold on, Rick. Let me take all this stuff down, man, on the banner, man. Let's see what's up. Rick, what's going on, fam? Talk to me.
Just relaxing on a cold, chilly day in Buffalo, New York in the high 20s and just relaxing, trying to stay out of the bad element. That's all.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, I wanted to I'm glad you came on. I wanted to ask you about, you got Tank Davis, right? He's fighting Hector Garcia January the 7th, right? Now, do you feel I see the odds makers have Tank Davis a 9-1. He's a -900 favorite over that, which is a lot. So my thing is, do you feel in your opinion, quite a few people, a lot of Tank Davis's critics, they like, man, he's fighting another cherry pick. This guy's overwhelmingly a massive underdog against him. Do you feel that he's in the catch-22? His critics are going to say he ain't fight nobody. Then of course the people, his fan base is going to say.
Let me say something to you. I'm not a Tank guy. He's all right. He's not. I don't think he's a great fighter. I think he's overrated, but he is fighting a formidable guy. The guy is a world champion, one weight class down at 130. He was an Olympian. He's undefeated. He's left-handed, and he's a formidable competitor. So I'm not saying he's not going to win, but it's a quality win if he wins. if Tank wins, it's a quality win.
Yeah. You're saying that Hector Garcia is really not. He's not as bad as some people are trying to make him out to be.
No, he's a good fighter. He's an Olympian. He's a current world champion. He's an undefeated super featherweight champ. He's moving up a weight class to fight Tank.
Yeah. That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Shout out to Drew. He said love your new LGBT shirt made by Sack. I would be buying too.
Well, sad sack.
Yeah, sad sack. I don't who that's the guy that you say that's stalking you on Twitter or something?
Yeah, so that put pictures of me being gay when I'm not gay. I'm ridiculous. Photo swap pictures, with that kind of shit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Rick, I don't agree with you on you saying Tank Davis is overrated. I think he's a great fighter. We have a disagreement.
No. He's an excellent fighter, but they've got him beating Shakur. They got him beating Haney. They got him beating in their minds Shakur Stevenson. He's definitely not beating Shakur. Okay, Haney and him is a fight, but he's not beating Shakur. Shakur's ring IQ is way too high for Tank.
Well, I mean, I have I know you've been in the business a long time and you know a lot about matchmaking, but I have a model that I go by over here. The fans are going to feel the way they're going to feel. If you're a fan of Tank Davis is the greatest fighter in the history of boxing. I know that, right? If you're a fan of Shakur Stevenson is the greatest fighter in the history of boxing. He'll beat everybody, right? But I come from a school of, hey, man, the only way we're going to find out, the two guys got to get in the ring and fight each other. So
no, I that part I agree with, but they've got him like as this great fighter, and I think he's an excellent fighter, but I don't think he's great. There's a difference between excellent and great.
I mean, everybody had their opinion, and I respect that. I respect that. A quick question. I'm hearing that through the grapevine that Terrence Crawford sold 120. Him and David Avenesian did 120,000 pay-per-view buys. Now I don't know where that came from. I was on a friend of mine's live, and that's what he said. I don't know where he got it from, but let me ask you.
BLK put out a press release. BLK Prime put out a press release that it did 120, but that was global buys. That's not just the United States. Okay. So listen, it was in a lot of territories around the world. 2,000 here, 5,000 there, 4,000 there. It adds up.
Right.
So I'm not going to dispute it because I don't have there's no way to judge if that's true or not. In other words, I know what I think it did in the United States. I haven't been able to get an official count yet, but I know what I believe it did. And I think it did better than people think it did. It didn't know 5 or 10 or 15,000 like all these jerk offs said.
Oh yeah, we knew that was fake news and propaganda. That was just some shit. That was just some shit them dudes made up. They just pulled numbers out of their ass because of the hatred for Crawford. I get that. But my thing is, where do you see the future of pay-per-view going at? Because I read an article yesterday, 2014, where Stephen Espinosa said that they don't release pay-per-view numbers anymore. And then we know what Deontay Wilder just did. He did 77,000 or somewhere of that sort. And now, where do you see the future of pay-per-view going for fighters?
Unless they figure out how to get people to stop stealing it, it's going nowhere. It's too many people stealing it. It's a funny thing. The only people know how to steer are diehard boxing fans. The general public, who just is a sporting fan, they don't know how to steal it. That's why your biggest fights still do 1 million buys and all those kind of figures because of that. Because it's the general sporting fan. If you're just relying on boxing fans, that's why they're doing such low figures.
Right. Because
of the fact that they're not attracting to the general sporting fan for those fights, and a big percentage of it's getting stolen. Fact.
So my question is this: some people would say that's a terrible number, 120,000, terrible number. My question would be: Can anyone give me someone who's doing better numbers? I'm saying confirmed numbers that's been put out by the establishment.
Terrence Crawford and Porter did 148,000 last year, if I remember correctly off the top of my head. Ugas and Spence and Ugas completely tanked, did 129,000 homes. So, that isn't a bad figure. Remember, the other figures are just in the United States where the foreign is being sold off. They had a lot of foreign territories. So this is total, but so what? It's still revenue.
Yeah, it's still revenue. And then they did pretty good at the gate. I was at the fight, so
Mhm.
all of that they did. They gave out 10,000 tickets. That wasn't true at all. So my thing is, I'm anxious to see. Spencer's going to probably fight Keith Thurman next whenever he comes back. I'm anxious to see what those are going to be. Now the thing is we know that Showtime won't release those numbers, so we're going to have to count. We're going to have to count on you to, you know what I mean, seeking you to get in contact with your attorney and find out what we're going to find out. I've learned that the PBC Tank Davis is he is that guy. He's the guy over there. He's like the top selling guy over there. From what I heard. Well, what say you, Rick?
Well, they don't have. What else do they have? They don't have much. That's easy.
Yeah, hey, shout out to Jugs. What to say, fam? You say hello, Mr. Rick. He say hello. Jugs say hello to you. You see him? Yeah. So you get what I'm saying. So now it's like I think that going into 2023. People are going to still stream the fights. I was at the barbershop the other day. When I was at the barbershop Saturday, and I was talking to my friends in there in the barbershop and stuff like that. And we were just talking about boxing, what we always talk about a lot of times, football, basketball. I don't know nothing about football and basketball. I don't watch it. But everybody in there say they have a fire stick. They don't pay for fights. So everybody is pretty much, no one is really paying for fights. They streaming it. That's just where it's at right now. And if that's where it's at, then that's what it is. I read an article from 2014 where Steven Espinosa said that, the reason why they stopped telling the pay-per-view numbers was because when the Floyd Mayweather and Berto fight sold 900,000, a lot of people were saying that it was a flop, and they focused more on the sales of Floyd's sales dipping down because he always bragged about doing 1 million plus and yada 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 yada.
Okay, let me contradict him. I was the reason why Espinosa stopped, because I had the real number was like in the high 300s, and they lied. He lied about the number. He knew I had the real number because I announced what the number was. Then all of a sudden they weren't announcing pay-per-view buys anymore.
Mm. Yeah. You know what I mean? I get that. So, it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, you get what I'm saying? I think what it is this is what he also said. He said the reason why we're stopping giving out the pay-per-view numbers was, unless it does something astronomical, he said right here was because the public had such an obsession with what fighters sold from a pay-per-view standpoint, and it took away from the fight. And they like to use those.
No, they didn't have a session with that. There was a session with him lying.
He said got an obsession with him lying, huh? Oh yeah.
100%.
Hey, oh man. I tell you, boy. Hey, you know what though? It is what it is. Like when I hear some of these fans online, question I have for you is, in your opinion, why are people who follow the sport? I don't want to say fans, because I have no way of knowing whether these guys online are fans of the sport of boxing just because they follow the sport. But what do you say about people who follow the sport? Why do they have an obsession with multimillionaires, how much they make, how much they get paid, when these same people who are obsessing about it?
Because there's no league, it's part of the game. My fighter's making more money than your fighter. Fans, why is my fighter making more money? It's just something else to talk about in between the fights themselves. Mm-hmm. That's just the way I look at it. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
social media. I think if Showtime would have been telling the truth back then, people would not have been obsessed. They were obsessed with the lying. That corporate America is lying to them about how many people were buying the pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you a very funny story about it. I'm not going to mention it and get anybody in trouble, so don't ask. But here goes. One fight that Showtime did, the fighter thought was getting paid, I don't know, $4 a home on the overage, and they lied about it. And the fighter found out what it was, and he was computing. Wow, it did 250,000 more buys. I'm going to get, wow, I'm going to get another $1 million. You get it? Then they got the financial statements from the accounting firm that they use. The accounting firm that they have to use when they do a pay-per-view. And of course, it was nowhere near that. And the fighter was very, very disappointed. And, he wanted to file a lawsuit. The manager says, no, they're just lying about the numbers. This is the real numbers, the certified accounting report. So that's the pitfall of lying. So there you go.
Yeah. Hold on. What is this guy here? There's some guy saying something. Oh, this guy right here, El Unico, he say that Terrence Crawford deserved $3 million for that fight. My thing is, El Unico, regardless of what Terrence Crawford got paid, how does that affect you, sir? Like, I kind of think that, I mean, you have a right to your opinion, but I don't know what your net worth is, but when someone, someone like Crawford has a net worth of 8 figures, I don't think that he's worried about, or any fighter, whether it's Tank Davis or Errol Spence or Deontay Wilder. I don't think that, and the people who make the decisions to pay these fighters, I don't think that they consult with you, sir. And I say this respectfully. Shout out to Two-Tone the Superstar. I don't think they consult with you when they decide who they're going to pay their money to. So it is what it is. I would say that.
I'm going to leave you with one last line about that. Okay. Yeah. There's a great line from a guy years ago. It's not what you make, it's what hits my pocket.
Yeah, exactly. And so this is what we have. We have a lot of these dudes, they be on this, why he getting paid this? Why he getting paid this? 60, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20. Sir, you have a net worth of 2 figures. And I think that if you took the time out to, all we want to do is see the fights. And we understand the business of boxing is blocking a lot of stuff, politics, it is what it is. But, again, sir, I mean, that's what I would say. My job ain't to fanage and promote and determine what fighter should get paid what. Because guess what? I ain't losing nothing any goddamn ways. That's all I'm saying, though. But hopefully, my brother, you can get a job at maybe the PBC or with Top Rank or whatever, and you can probably be working the financial department to be one of their financial advisors, and maybe you can advise them on what they should do with their money. Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, you think that fight happened?
I don't see it.
Why?
Because it goes against Heyman's modus of operandi, which is in-house. Frank Martin just won a big fight the other night. A lot of people saw it. Showtime, main event. This is going to be Showtime pay-per-view. I have a feeling that they're going to go with Frank Martin. That's my opinion. I just don't see it.
You think they're going to go with Frank Martin and Tank Davis?
Or maybe a cruise and then put Frank Martin on the undercard as a co-feature and then build up to a Frank Martin fight maybe. But I just don't see him fighting Ryan Garcia.
But Oscar De La Hoya. Now I'm not gonna lie, he did say that they do not have contract signed. He said they agreed to the terms, but they still have a lot more particulars that they need to work, a lot more details that they need to work out.
How about now Heyman goes to Oscar De La Hoya and says, okay, well, we got Frank Martin and we got Isaac Cruz. We don't need your guy. You want to take less? There you go.
So you're of the opinion, okay, what do you think about Ryan Garcia not taking, pulling out of his, he had like a tune-up he was going to do?
Very stupid. Very dumb decision.
Yeah.
Horribly dumb. You're waiting on an IFCOM that they don't have a signed contract for. If my mother had balls, she'd be my father. There you go.
I just caught on what you said. If my mother had balls, she'd be my father. So Tank Davis is fighting January the 7th. Ryan Garcia, from what I heard, he was going to fight January the 28th or something like that.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, from what I've learned. And he's pulling out of that fight. Kid Austin was going to fight on that undercard. So I wonder, do Golden Boy still have that date saved?
Yeah, they'll put another main event in.
They might be a Kid Austin. They might put Kid Austin now.
No, he won't be strong enough for a main event on that show.
Okay. So who do you think they'll put in his place? Jaime Munguia?
I don't know. One of their Who knows? Maybe Virgil Ortiz, maybe Alex Rocha, somebody like that. One of their top guys that will be a big attraction out in California.
Man, so this is a bummer. So I was excited. I got all happy, thinking, yeah, man, we're gonna get Tank Ryan Garcia. But once Oscar said,
I was happy once when she came. I was happy once when she came, and when she left, I was very happy.
Yeah. So my thing is I'm hoping you're wrong on this. I'm hoping we do get this fight.
I hope I'm wrong too. I listen, to get in the fight business, you got to be a fight fan first. And I love boxing, okay, but I just, from a business standpoint, and understanding Heyman's modus of operandi, I can't see it.
Yeah. I mean,
especially with Heyman trying to attract new networks and saying, I got this guy, and all of a sudden, if Tank loses, I mean, it's a disaster. And Tank can lose that fight. Ryan Garcia is 5 inches taller, got longer arms, and he's very fast himself, and he's crafty. Don't forget one thing: a lot of these fights, Tank is behind in the fights when he comes back and knocks the other guy out, which was the Rolly fight, which was the Leo Santa Cruz fight. He was in a war with Isaac Cruz. Who knows? This guy punches down. This guy is a great puncher, very fast, great left hook, great right hand. This guy could knock him dead. Who knows? We don't know.
So, what round you got what round you got Tank Davis stopping Hector Garcia?
I don't think he does. I think it goes the limit.
Tank goes the limit. Tank go 12 rounds.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Hector Garcia is a good fighter. I know a lot of people may not know who he is, but he's a good fighter.
I agree. It goes the limit. I'm going to tell you something that people aren't recognizing. Tank has trouble making 135 pounds, and he'll be drained. The other guy will be real fluid and real comfortable at 135 pounds. He'll be able to use his legs, and he's a left-handed guy, and he's a smart boxer, and I could see it going the limit.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I can see that fight going to distance as well. I can see Hector Garcia going to distance with Tank. I can definitely see that. It's something you said about, Tank normally when he's normally behind in fights and before he gets to stoppage and stuff like that. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not hating on Rolly Romero. But you felt that Rolly was outboxing Tank?
A little bit. Yeah, he was in a fight. He was in a fight. He was in a fight.
Yeah.
There's no listen. He's in with B fighters, and he's in wars. There you go.
So he's in a B fighters and he's in war. So do you consider Hector Garcia a fighter?
Yes, he's a world champion. Absolutely, he is. He's an Olympian. He's a world champ. He's left-handed. All the earmarks are there.
Yeah, he good. I think he shocked the world when he beat Chris Colbert. I was like, he beat Chris Colbert, sat him down, put him on his back, and after he knocked him down, he looked at him. What I like about Hector Garcia is I like his attitude, his mentality. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't come in the ring as though he's afraid of anybody. He's coming to fight. He's coming to fight, and he's not intimidated at all.
Like I said, the weight may be an advantage because Tank is so drained to make 35, and especially you got this time of year in the winter time, which is harder to lose the weight, and he's fighting in a colder climate. It's harder to lose the weight. Being in that area. Hector Garcia is going to be it's a real fight. Listen, I'm impressed with the fight.
Yeah,
I like the fight.
I like that fight too. And this what I was telling people. I was like, man, a lot of you guys, y'all, because they don't know who Hector Garcia is, and they're talking like, oh man, Tank gonna just run through this dude. And I'm like, if Tank was to beat Hector Garcia, me knowing Hector Garcia's pedigree as a boxer, I would give him credit for it because I know who this guy is. Now, of course, he is moving up in weight. That is true. And the people who are criticizing this fight, they have a right to criticize it. I do understand. I do get where you're coming from. But I understand this guy's pedigree. He's a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter. He really is. So what do you see the future? Oh, hold on. That's what I want to ask you. there's rumors that I've heard that, and you just tell me the best of your knowledge, yeah or nay, if you can't answer or not. Is Al Heyman behind BLK Prime?
Nothing to do with it at all. Zero.
Al Heyman ain't got nothing to do with BLK Prime, no investments,
Zero.
nothing like that you know of?
Absolutely zero.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because that's what I heard. That's what I heard. So there's conflicting stuff out there
There's
about
nothing.
that.
There should be nothing conflicting about it. Let me put that rumor right out. Nothing to do with it at all. Zero.
All right. Sources say. I'll just say that there. Sources said that there. So what do you see? Adrien Broner is fighting in February. Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer are going to be fighting each other on that undercard. What say you? Do you think Adrien Broner makes weight? Well, Adrien Broner always.
I don't know
weight.
I can't answer because I don't know what the weight is. I don't know.
They're fighting at 47. They're fighting at 47.
It's close. If he makes weight, I don't know. Not sure. It depends what he looks like after Christmas. After like January 10th, I would give you a better answer.
He said depending what he look after Christmas.
What is it? The way he looked at the fight the other night with that big stomach on him and that big face and that big head. I would say he hasn't missed a hamburger joint since his last fight.
Yeah, man, he didn't. I'm not gonna lie. He didn't look like he was in. He's training now for the fight. He's training now. I'm hoping that he does. Is he going to have a fat camp? That's what it kind of looks like.
He looks like he orders triple cheese on his cheeseburgers.
Yeah, man. AB, and this is the thing, right? A lot of people they like AB. They want to root for AB. I'm one of those guys, but you don't know.
That's what I told the guy the other night when I was after he saw Broner on TV. I says, I go, you know what AB stands for? After burgers.
Yeah, after burgers, AB. Yeah, I mean AB can stand for a lot of different things. He's a nice guy. When I met him, he was nice. Anyways, do you think the guys at BLK Prime are rolling the dice on Tank? I mean, not Tank on AB.
He's an attraction. As much as he's behind the eight ball as far as being a top fighter anymore, behind and being out of shape right now and all that, he's an attraction. It's a natural fit for them. They're looking for an attraction. So it's a natural fit.
Yeah, Rick, we going into the new year. I'm rebranding, and not much, just a little tad bit. And I'm going into the new year. You know what I mean? Starting off fresh. You know what I mean? So when I go into the new year, I'm gonna hit the ground running. I'm hitting the ground running right now.
Can I start by one of the things we revamped? No more $2 winning calls here. Got to be $5. With the information you got, the guests you have, and your personality and your charisma, you need to get $5 minimum from everybody. That's right. Hey, come on. People got to step up. There's inflation. You can't get anything for $2 anymore.
Yeah. I don't ask them money though. So you know what I mean. If they give out of the count.
I know you don't, but it's definitely my recommendation. You should have a big banner across the side. Buy the thing. $5. It's like a casino. $5 minimum.
Hey, refresh the super. Minimum. Hey, what my brother, what Blue say? Refresh the super chat. Refresh, hit the cash. Refresh. As a matter of fact, refresh the super chat and hit the cash app. Hey, shout out to Damian Bennett. Hey, okay. He said, Rick, it's okay. AB no longer with the PBC. So I guess he feel like
that's got nothing to do with it. I'm not a Adrien Broner fan. People say he's a nice guy. He says, well, how come he's been shot at a half a dozen times in his life? The fact that he's still alive shocks me. No, he's more successful at staying alive than he is winning fights in recent years.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. AB, AB. He seems like he's in a happy place right now. So we'll see exactly how everything turns out. Bob Arum, what do you foresee? The future for Bob Arum, not Bob Arum, but Shakur Stevenson. Shakur, it seems as though he's having trouble finding fighters to fight him. What say you about that?
Well, because he doesn't have a title right now, for one, is one reason why. And people want to say, I want to fight him when he's got a title. So that's one reason why. this is a funny thing about boxing. It's an ego thing. If a guy goes and fights for the world title and he loses against Shakur Stevenson, I was a world title challenger. I fought for the title. You go to lose to Shakur Stevenson, just a regular fight, you look like a dummy because you should have waited till you got the big bucks. You know what I mean? And when he was champ, when he's champ, and that's how it works. So that's why he's having trouble trying to have guys. No, and nobody really thinks they can beat him. They know how good he is.
Hey, listen, guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all, please, y'all support the channel. Don't forget to click the link in the chat above. Pin to the
This is for Rick, $1.79. That bastard.
Yeah,
shout out.
Yeah, it's $1.79. To buy the merch, don't forget the merch, man. Y'all hit the website, click the link in the description below. Someone else will drop the link, and don't forget to cop the merch for the old boy. We had 4 people buy merch yesterday, man, so I really appreciate it. Shout out to Jugs. Hey, okay. He say $5. It is. He said give Mr. Rick a Christmas gift for me. Yeah, I do that. I'm not gonna do it now while you're on, but I got you. I do that. You know what I mean? So, hey, Rick, they say, hold on, he want me to give this to you.
Shut that soft ass shit up. And the best man to win. That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got to, man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Yeah, Rick, you got to stop all that hating on my dog, AB. You know, we listen, 2023, no hating on AB. That's what it's going to be. 2023, no hate for AB.
I don't hate AB. I don't hate him. That's a strong word. I just I don't like what he stands for. I don't like, he thinks he should be in the hall. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. And I don't know anybody voting for him. And I'm an elector. I'm a Hall of Fame elector.
Put it this way. Well, it's safe to say that we will not be seeing AB ripping up any more $20 bills, flushing them down the toilet anytime soon in the near future. Because because we listen, when he was with the PBC, this one he was hot. 2013, 2014, the Can Man, 2015, Dancing to the Ring with rappers. He ripping.
Remember the hair? Remember that the father combing his hair in the ring?
Yeah, man. His father brushing his hair, man. He got some nice waves. You got to admit, he do have some nice waves, though. You got to admit that. You know what I mean?
I got nice waves too. Look. And I'm 64, going on 65 in April.
Hey, so my thing is, if Frank Martin, did you think that they when Frank Martin beat Michelle Rivera this past Saturday, right? So he said he called out 3 names. He said, I want Tank Davis, I want Shakur Stevenson. Hell, I'm all right with Rolly, but I even take Rolly Romero. Do you think that Frank Martin is ready for Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson?
He's ready for Tank. He's not ready for Shakur. Shakur's ring IQ is way too high for these guys, and he's real fast and limber. He's agile and nimble on his feet. It's a different league. You're looking at all-time greatness for Shakur, unless there's some kind of a flaw there that we're not seeing, like a bad chin or something like that. But so far, his chin, he's never been down. He looks like the real goods to me. Yeah.
Frank Martin's a damn good fighter. He beat Michelle Rivera. He made it look very easy. And
well, it also was. I think it was a lot to do with Michelle Rivera. Had no clue how to fight a southpaw too in Europe. Yeah. Looked like he hadn't been inspired with a southpaw. He was clueless.
Yeah, and I said that Sunday. I did a show yesterday, and I said that. I said this guy. Well, I wonder what they was training for. This guy don't. He looked like he didn't know. He didn't understand. He kept circling to the right, and and Rick, when you're fighting a southpaw, rule number 1, you never circle to the right. He was doing the same thing Anthony Joshua was doing when Anthony Joshua fought Usyk. You kept circling to the right.
He reminded me of a race car driver that made 8 pit stops, 3 for gas and tires and 5 for direction.
Hey, and then when he dipped down, he'll dip his head to the right. And I'm like, dude, you ain't figured out that this guy keep hitting you with the straight left hand. He keep hitting you with the back hand. You ain't figured that out yet.
Frank Martin reminds me of Stevie Johnson, the lightweight from the WBC lightweight champ from the 90s.
Yeah, I remember Stevie Johnson. Yeah.
Short left-hander, slick, kept his gloves up high, just like this guy. Looked good. I was
Yeah,
impressed.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, I thought he was very good with a big upside going forward.
yeah, absolutely. So do you think that, do you think that, well, Errol Spence is his promoter. So do you think that Spencer put him in there? I don't know who do the matchmaking, but do you think Spencer put him in there with Tank right now, or even a Shakur?
Could
Would he try
be.
to make that fight?
Why not? Why not? What's he got to lose? You get paid, and it'll satisfy Heyman that Heyman has both sides, and he doesn't deal with another promoter, and he can control the whole thing. Of course, it fits. It fits all the Heyman modus operandi.
So the thing is will Tank fight him though? Would Tank fight him? Is he somebody that
Oh,
interests Tank to fight?
Tank will fight anybody he's told to fight.
Yeah.
Tank's a real fighter.
Yeah. That boy get down. So the thing back to Shakur. So Shakur said on Twitter that he had three people turn down fights. He said that his team sent contracts to Isak Cruz. He turned it down. They sent offers to William Cepeda? Yeah, William
Cepeda. That's correct.
And Oscar De La Hoya came out and said that they're looking to make that fight later on down the line when it's bigger and stuff like that. That's what Oscar said.
Yep.
So who like what's the options? Like what does that leave Bob Arum? Do you put him in there with what's the guy who Lomachenko just fought? That's on there. Did you put him in there with him? He's the top ranked, the young kid that Lomachenko just fought. Like, what's the options? In your opinion?
Jermaine Ortiz, that's a possibility.
Jermaine Ortiz, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. Here's my question: unless Devin Haney's going to re-sign with Top Rank for more fights, why are they making Lomachenko and Haney? Why are they fattening up turtles for snakes? Why don't they just Why don't they just make Shakur and Loma? They got.
Is that why they fattening up turtles for snakes?
Yeah.
All right, so
why did you ever hear anybody call Bill Haney a nice guy?
Yeah, man, Dollar Bill, man. I talked to Dollar Bill, man. Dollar Bill Gucci, man. He Gucci, he Gucci. He all right. You know what I mean? He a good brother. He a good brother. I talked to Bill. I talked to Bill. So my thing is this. So I think the reason why Bob wants to make the Lomachenko fight is because, okay, if Loma can beat Devin Haney, then they keep all of the belts because Loma has all of the belts now. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why he's willing to make that fight, hoping that maybe Lomachenko can beat Dev, and Lomachenko is good enough to beat him.
Like I said, they better make the fight and have what's his name sign up for 3 more fights to do the fight. So,
so this is really Devin Haney's last fight on the top rank.
If it's not, maybe he's got 1 more to go. But then after he beats somebody like this, he'll want an easy fight as a go-out fight. So,
yeah.
Once he beats Loma, I don't think Loma beats him. He's too small. He's not strong enough. He's older. He's just not what he was a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean, so Loma did say that Devin Haney is big. He said he was a heavyweight. He said something about his weight again. So some people are looking at that as though Loma's making an excuse. Now we do know that fight hasn't been signed yet. They're still working on it. They're having debates about when the fight is going to happen. Ramadan.
I got to take this business call. Can I call you back, please?
Yeah, sir. All right. Shout out to Rick Glazer, man. You got to go. But y'all get what I'm saying though. So this is the thing though. I've just realized that. Okay, I think remember when we had Bill Haney on, and I asked Dollar Bill. I said, Dollar Bill, will you be? Because I asked him. I said, will you be interested in working with Eddie Hearn again? Because I was interested to see, because Devin Haney and Eddie Hearn, they have a really good relationship. He didn't leave them on bad terms. He left them because, and that's one thing I do like about the zone so far from what I've seen. They're not going to get in the way and stopping fighters from wanting to achieve their goals, even if it's not with them. They just like the same thing they did with Canelo. Canelo left the zone went to the PBC, had that one fight with Caleb Plant, and then he went right back. He went right back to the zone. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I do. Like some of these promoters, you know, like Top Rank, they won't do that. PBC, they won't do that. I'm saying the top fighters and stuff like that. It's like, no, it has to be their way or no way. Now, Top Rank they do cross promotional fights. That is true. They do that. I see it all the time. It's just that we don't hear about it because it's not necessarily the big names. Hey, shout out to my main man Scotty, man. Shout out to World Comeback Sports. Salute to you, fam. Salute to you, fam. Salute to you, fam. You get what I'm saying? So he said, Thuggin' D, he said, Coach, where did you hear Frank call out Shakur? He said that in the ring, Thuggin' D. I'm in the post-fight press conference. And listen, go back and look at that fight. Go back and look at that fight with Frank Martin. They asked him who did he want to fight next. And he said he wanted to fight, I think the first name he said was Tank Davis. He said, I'll fight Tank. I'll fight Shakur. He said it in the ring. Said it in the ring. Yeah. Call me Dre. What to say, fam? You said being a free agent is the best thing you can do in boxing. Yeah, you know what? I would say yeah, especially nowadays. Now this is the thing, though, Dre. Check this out. Shout out to my sister Food Revolution, man. Y'all, let's get the lights up. This is the thing, though. This is the thing, though, right? If you are an independent fighter, a free agent, which is all the fighters are independent. But if you are a free agent that has marquee value, it's good. Like if you someone like a Tank Davis, he's not a free agent, but if he was a free agent, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Deontay Wilder, someone that has marquee value in boxing, it's good to be a free agent because you'll be able to maneuver, you'll be able to demand the highest dollar amount for your services. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you're someone who just coming up in the game, don't nobody know who you are, then it'll probably be good to sign with the Top Rank because Top Rank is really good with building fighters. If you're a fighter that's kind of got a little name about yourself and you're looking for a home to go fight at, PBC will probably be a place to go. You know, they're not, you know, there'll probably be a place to go, something like that. So they don't have a lot of fighters they have built, though, to be honest with you. They got Errol Spence and Tank Davis and Wilder that they built. I'm talking like the marquee names. That's it. Like, I think they got like 300 fighters. So, you know, and from what I've learned, Tank is that guy over there. Tank is really that guy over there. So, you know what I mean? The Modern King Bossa, what's going on, fam? He said, keep depending on pay-per-view sales if you want. He said, it's about the app. Yeah, it's about the app. I think what it is a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand that pay-per-view is done. It's dying. Especially at the price point that they are selling it at. Like what I did like about the BLK Prime pay-per-view event was they sold the pay-per-view for $40. And me personally, I think that if you're going to put something on pay-per-view, at least make it $40, somewhere up in there. You get what I'm saying? I think the $80 model is just asking for too much money because you're trying to get the butter from the duck. You're trying to charge prices that they were charging when Mayweather was boxing. Well, it's a different day, a different era. And then now everybody's streaming everything. You get what I'm saying? So, so I'm just saying for me. Now, the only thing you can really count on, you can count on the gate. You can count on the gate. You can count on Okay. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Somebody, if people are having issues with the membership badge, let me go ahead and do this. I don't know what my sister had. Hold on, sis. I got you. But you get what I'm saying though? It's like what they didn't do is they didn't change with the times. But they didn't change with the times at all. And I am of the opinion that when our brother Deontay Wilder fought Robert Helenius, I'm of the opinion that when they made that price point at $80, you set them up for failure. $40, I think it should be $40. I think it should be $40. This guy right here say, Jerry E, he say BLK sold Bud for $40 and sources say they sold 15,000. Who are the sources? I mean, that's not true, but who are the sources? And I know what sources say means. Who are the sources? I'm pretty sure the people who said it didn't tell you who the source was. And I know the YouTube channels who was pushing that. So I already know that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do the membership thing. Hold on, guys. Let me pull the member up. From what I've learned, he did 120,000. So, hold on, sis. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me do this for you. Hold on. Yeah, the doggone, I think the prices, hold on. Here you go, sis. I'm sending it to you right now. I think that's it. I just sent it to you. I hope that's it. L Manny, what did he say? He say boxing ego his source. Oh, she go. Either that, either he got it from there, or he got it from Fagnon. True. Yeah, boxing she going Fagnon, boy. Ooh, Lord, those sources there, boy. Lord have mercy, boy. Hey, bro. Hey, put it this way. You got some content creators. We'll just say this. We got some content creators. Hey, what you say, Gad New? He said, Coach, when you hear sources, you already know it's cap. Exactly. Anytime you hear sources say, you automatically know it's cap. True. You automatically know it's cap. Anytime you hear sources say. They ain't got no receipts on nothing. They just throw it out there. Sources say, you already know what it is. You already know what time in TI is. Schoolo say, he said 120K ain't bad for their first pay-per-view. Yeah, I mean, that's the way I look at it. It's not bad for a company that no one never heard of before. And they did 120,000 pay-per-view buys with Terrence Crawford fighting David Avenesian. That ain't bad in my opinion. He did. As a matter of fact, they did better than Wilder. And Wilder he has a platform. He has Fox. He's with the PBC, with Al Heyman, one of the most powerful people in boxing, and he did better than them. So it is what it is. Shout out to Jamario. He said, and I say that respectfully. Yeah, Two-Tone. Hey, shout out to Two-Tone. He be killing me with that. He'll say all kind of disrespectful stuff and then end it by saying, and I say that respectfully. And so that change anything. Slick Rick, what's going on, baby boy? You back?
Sorry about that. I had to take a business call. I've been waiting for it all day, and it finally came.
Yeah, but now sources say, I don't know how true this is. Sources say that Al Heyman, one of his goons, gave you a call, and you had to get off the phone and get everything straightened out. Now I heard everything okay. You settled this. You settled everything.
Everything's wonderful.
Now, sources say that you got suspended on Twitter. What's going on, Rick? Now I know you love Twitter. That's your weapon of choice when you go into battle on social media. What's going on with that?
Well, that stupid sad sack Sal there, he put out pictures of Photoshop pictures of me insinuating that I was gay, and I responded to it. Twitter doesn't suspend him for the gay pictures. The Photoshop, they suspend me for It's like the NFL referee. They don't see the first one. They see the retaliation. What the fuck?
So you cried. Oh, so you over there crying now. You cried. You like,
no,
oh, man.
So now I've appealed it. I'm appealing it to Twitter, and they're quote investigating.
Okay, they're investigating. Huh? All right.
Yeah.
Hey, so are you surprised? Man, you know what, man, Rick? What's the difference between boxing today in 2022 and boxing when Don King was around, the 80s, the 90s? Like, Don King had a way of making big fights, even if the fighter was signed to the top rank. And the last time I had you on here,
or main events, or
what is Duba as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so There was
main
no
event. Yep.
Yeah, there was no problems back then. Who was the guy that Tom Brown was working with back then? What was his brother? What promotion company? It was
Dan Goosen.
Dan Goosen, yeah. Tom
Right.
Brown. So what's some of the same players are still around today? What's the difference between then when all of the promoters and the power they worked together versus now?
Al Heyman.
So
Al
is the one that Al is the one
Yeah,
that
Top Rank still makes big fights with Frank Warren. Top Rank makes big fights with Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, they do.
They make fights with Golden Boy when the time is appropriate.
Yeah.
He's the only one.
Yeah. So, what say you about the fighters who can't get fight dates going into 2023? Do you see a lot of those fighters getting fight dates in 2023? I guess it depends on whatever budget Showtime may have for boxing.
Yeah, I mean, when a guy fights last June in Jermell Charlo, the unified 154-pound world champion, not unified, undisputed,
yeah.
And he tells you his next fight date's not till late January. That's coming from Al Heyman. Yeah. And it's ridiculous. It's crazy. I mean, how do Terrence Crawford, they're supposedly trying to make Spencer. He says, I'm fighting this year no matter what. He couldn't provide him with a fight this year. He says, nah, Floyd comes out. Oh, next year they may fight. May. Boom. He took the fight with BLK. They're not waiting around for anybody with any brains, not waiting around for Al Heyman's promises.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Adrien
Broner. Look what Adrien Broner said. Look what Broner said.
Yeah, you beat me to it. Adrien Broner said that they asked him why did he go to BLK Prime. He said, well, because we're not waiting on empty promises on when we're going to fight. He said the money is real and stuff like that. Now, of course, as you would call the Haymanites or the Wakandas and stuff like that online, they're running around creating fake Twitter pages saying fighters ain't getting money. Oh, I'm hoping that anybody got paid. Like, these guys have a lot of energy.
Everybody, all I know is I'm in the business. I do this every day. Now it'll be 32 years, January 1st. I'll be in the business 32 years full time. And everybody I know that was associated with the show, whether it was a fighter, whether it was a vendor, whether it was a sublet employee, a subcontracted employee, everybody's been paid.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Well, hold on. According to, now I know this to be a fact myself because of who I call and talk to on the phone and who I've spoken with. But according to Wakanda, that's not true. Apparently they have some information that you don't have. So these guys, some of these content creators who are not involved in boxing, don't know nothing about it, and they're low IQ subscribers, they know more about the sport than you do, and they know who getting paid what. They understand contracts. They understand how to match make fights. All kind of stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna believe them before I believe you. True. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So what say you about the future of BLK Prime?
I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how long they're going to be in the game, how long they want to stay in the game. I don't know if they're just doing it to launch an app for other programming. They're just trying to get it out there to certain segments of the population.
Right.
I don't know. But I will tell you that everybody's been paid from the first show. They just hired Zab Judah as their president of boxing operations. So that tells you something. He didn't come free.
Yeah. You know what? And Frank Warren, and this is the thing, they totally ignored that. Frank Warren, listen, I've heard the interview of David Avenizzi's manager, and he said, listen,
Neil Mark, my very good friend.
Yeah, he said everything's, I don't know what anyone's talking about. Everything's been on the up and up. He said, Frank Warren would not allow us to get involved in anything if it was shady. He said we got our money, we got paid. He said, and he said that's the truth. So, but because it did not fit the Wakanda narrative, that was ignored, and then they had to go out creating fake Twitter accounts, all kind of stuff. So it is what it is, and putting out false propaganda. Now it gets the clicks and the views for stuff like that, but I get it. I do understand. Bob Arum, Is there a reason, in your opinion, why Bob Arum won't retire from the sport of boxing? He's what, 95, 96 years old?
No. He just turned 91 last week, January. They said December 8th. No, I just think he loves it so much. He loves the challenge every day. He doesn't play golf or tennis. I mean, he's too old to do that anyways now.
Yeah.
And this is his form of recreation now. I mean, the guy's no telling how much money this guy got. Forget about all the things you see, celebrity wealth on these things. This guy's got, his film library is worth $500 million. It was appraised for $500 million in 2017 when he did the ESPN deal. So there's your answer right there.
His film library?
Worth $500 million. Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Well, he can't take it with him. So yeah. my thing is okay. You told me that Top Rank is ran like a well-oiled machine.
Yes.
So you said it's set up like when you break down
Corporate
what
America.
you meant by that.
Corporate America.
Yeah, corporate America. Okay. I don't know if you know this. When Frank Martin fought Michelle Rivera the other night, my dog, and you know my dog Booger Ray Leonard, my dog Booger Ray was promoted a fight that same night. They fought in the same building, the Cosmopolitan in Vegas. They fought in the same building. He was showcasing his stars, you know what I mean, on Mayweather Promotions. But this is the kicker though. This is the kicker. They put the fight was being streamed on an app called Boxing. Where is it at? I have it right here. It's called boxing.com. It's spelled BXNG.com. They put it on the app, and I'm trying to figure out, is there a reason why? Because Leonard Ellaby spoke so terrible of apps. He said nobody watches the Zone. No one is watching fights on the app. No one watches them.
Well, there's a lot less people watching that app than the Zone. Trust me, I never even heard of that app. I subscribed to the Zone, but I'd never even heard of that app.
So now my dog Booger Ray got his fighters fighting on an app called boxing.com. And is there a reason why Showtime didn't put no budget up for it? Or why, is there a reason why? Like, I don't get it.
I have no idea. Showtime's got no money. It's just what reality is. They have a very limited budget these days. We'll see what happens next year. I mean, they're coming out with a big fight with Tim Tszyu and Jamal Charlo. So we'll see what happens.
What do you think about Jamal Charlo? Who do you think his next fight will be against?
Which one? The 54 pound?
No. The 160 pounder.
I have no idea. I got no idea. He's so flaky. Who knows? I really don't know.
Demetrius Andrade is now signed over there to the Showtime, and I don't know
the PVC. The PVC, not necessarily Showtime, but no.
So he's over there. Okay, he's over at the PVC. So what does that mean? He's at the PVC. Does that mean that he's going to be able to get the fights with Jamal Charlo? Because he called 3 names out. He said he wanted to fight. He wanted to fight. He said he'll fight the winner of Caleb Plant and David Benavidez.
That's the most likely fight. That's the most likely fight, right there.
Jamal, damn. So man, bro, like, what does Jamal Charlo go from here? Like, you got Demetrius Andrade. He's over at the PBC. They said you're on the wrong side of the street, this and that. So now he crosses the street.
You really think Jamal Charlo's going to fight Demetrius Andrade?
No, I don't think so. He's not going to fight. He's not going to fight.
No, Plant and David Benavidez will fight Godzilla. So I would say he's got the best chance of Demetrius Andrade's got the best chance of getting the winner of that fight.
Jerron Booth Sanders. Let's pivot to the welterweight division. You have a lot of these guys online. They're screaming, yelling, kicking. Every day is Terrence Crawford. These guys have an obsession with this guy. Oh man, he decking Boots. Boots is mandatory. I know for a fact that Jerron Boots Ennis is not Terrence Crawford's mandatory. I know that for a fact. You can just do that just by going straight to the WBO's website. But my thing is, Virgil Ortiz, Jerron Ennis is ranked number 1 and 2 in the WBO. Last time I checked. Virgil Ortiz, it seems to be in a WBA eliminator with Stanionis. to become the mandatory to the WBA strap in the welterweight
with
division.
suspense, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Jerron Boots Ennis, he calls Terrence Crawford name out a lot, him and his father. But the question I have is, if you want to fight this guy so much and you dying to get in the ring with him, can you explain to me why they are taking the IBF route? Petitioning the
Because they
IBF?
have no interest, because they have no interest in fighting a risky fight with Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford's not getting any worse. You saw how good he was with a one-punch knockout the other night. He's not getting any worse, and he's very experienced with top guys. He fights good fighters every time out. Boots has never fought anybody remotely like a Terrence Crawford. And you know what? Terrence Crawford could end that dream for Ennis and his family.
Yeah, because
and his backers.
Yeah, because because this is the question I always ask when I hear these guys online just saying, "Well, he said this, he said that." I said, "Listen, man, you could talk to you. Listen, man, you can make your mouth fry chicken. You could talk till your lips fall off. All I talk doesn't mean anything. Fact of the matter is, Jerron Boots Ennis does not pick his fights. He don't put the money up for his fights. He's not in control of his career. He has to do what he's told. He has a direct deal with Showtime. Am I correct, Rick, or am I wrong?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He has a network deal with Showtime, and he didn't. There's a reason why he didn't petition the WBO. So I asked this question again. Don't tell me about what a fighter said he'll do. Show me what the fighter is doing. If you say one thing, but then you do something totally opposite to what you're telling me, I'm going to judge you by your works more so than what you say out of your mouth. That's all I'm saying. What say you about that?
Well, Boots Ennis, I just sort of think you're right. Boots Ennis could be the tallest duck in the world.
You know, it is what it is. He's not, Crawford is not going to get, Spence in the ring. That's dead. That's dead as a doorknob.
How about, did you listen to what Derek James had to say?
Yeah. I heard what Derek. He said something about yesterday's
That's an indictment. That's an indictment for ducking. It is.
Yesterday's price ain't today's price. It's something about when Crawford name is mentioned. It's
all kinds of wacky shit happens, doesn't it?
And Errol Spence said, "Yeah, I'm going to go buy me, and I'm going to look to buy me another car."
No. Remember when the announcer asked him a couple years ago about fighting Terrence Crawford next? He goes, "I don't know about that. I'm going to go to my ranch and play with my horse, ride my horse, and play with my chicken."
Yeah.
Remember that? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Marvelous Marvin Hagler saying that? Marvelous Marvin says, "Bring him on, Bob. Where is he? I want to tear his head off and shit in his neck."
Man, I remember when Marvelous Hagler, when he fought John the Beast Mugabe, that was his second to the last fight. He fought him and then he fought Sugar Ray and he retired. Everyone, I remember the rumors back then. Everyone was telling him, because John the Beast Mugabe was like 25-0, 25 knockouts or something of that sort. Somewhere up in there. They was like, "Man, Hagler, you getting long in the tooth. You had 60-something fights. Man, don't fight this guy." The Marvelous one was like, nah, I want that smoke. I'll fight him. And not only did he fight him, he stopped him.
Yeah, but it took a lot out of Marvin. It
took a lot.
He was never the same. He was never the same. Yeah, he was never the same. And by the way, Mugabe was even worse. He was never the same.
Yeah. Because man, Mugabe was hitting Hagler with some bombs. And he'll stagger, take a step back, but then Hagler.
Just to let you know, that was a very ill-fated fight show. I'll tell you why. Hagler and Mugabe were never the same, even though Mugabe won a world title after that, but he was still shot. A junior middleweight title, he was shot.
Yeah.
Thomas Hearns knocked out Schuler in one round. A week later, Schuler bought a motorcycle with the winnings from the fight. Part of his winnings from the fight, he got killed on his first time on the motorcycle. He got killed, and on the undercard that night, the third fight on the show. Gabby Canizales knocked out Richie Sandoval into a coma. He never fought again. He's never been the same. And Bob Aaron's been supporting him for 34 years now.
Yeah.
He's been on the top ranked payroll because he was comatose for months. So that was a very ill-fated fight card, the way it turned out.
You know, it's amazing. It is amazing, man. Like, you know, I always find myself, you know, Marvin Hagler's my favorite, one of my favorite fighters of all time. One of my favorite middleweight, period. Even more so than Roy Jones and James Lights Out Tony. I just, you know, Marvin Hagler was my guy. I loved Marvin Hagler. And then, of course, Sugar Ray Robinson and all that stuff that, even though that was before my time. But in today's time, the problem that I have, Rick, is this. You hear a lot of fans today online, you know, they like to compare some of these current fighters to the older fighters, you know what I mean? And this and that. And I'm like, well, you know, a lot of these guys who are fighting today, they hardly fight. I feel like the criteria is different. Back then, they fought multiple times, 3-4 times a year. You know, even the vets, they fought a lot. Now in today's time, these fighters are in their 20s. They're fighting once a year. Well, depending on if you went to PBC,
it's the Al Heyman modus operandi. He brought top ranked fighters are all fighting 2, 3, 4 times a year.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the Al Heyman modus operandi. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Golden Boy fighters are fighting multiple times a year. Frank Warren's fighters are fighting multiple times a year. Matchroom's fighters are fighting multiple times a year. It's all PBC.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's their business model. You know, just fight maybe once a year, once every 18 months. You know, if I'm a fighter, I mean, it forces you to have to get a job, get a 9 to 5. You know, because you know, and now if you're a top fighter and you're making good money, then you made enough money to last you until your next fight a year from now or 18 months from now. But I'm looking at those other fighters, those mid-tier fighters, and those other fighters who. Damn, they not like Johnny Rice. Did you speak to Johnny Rice?
No, he never called me.
He didn't call you? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Why don't you text me his number after the show? Let me call him.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, man. Yeah, I do that, man. Because you know, but man, 6-figure Johnny, man, 6-figure. Oh, I don't know if he got 6 figures anymore, but he quit it. But my main man quit his job, and he can't get a fight right now. He's a free agent though. He said he's a free agent. He's 35 years old. I think I told you that. And he's 15-6. So, you know, I don't know, man. I'm like, dude, it gotta be a place out there for you where you can get it. Now
I'll get him a fight. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna call him, let him know too, man. You gotta get my dog a fight, man. I don't care if it's on the Chitlin circuit. I don't care if you can get him a fight at Chuck E. Cheese. You can get him a fight at the Burger King parking lot. He need a fight, man. Get him something, man. Because right now,
if he was still at Al Heyman, that's the only place he would be fighting.
No. He say they must be no. He say he's not. He's free agent. That's what he said. He said he's a free agent. So. 2023. Tell me what fights are you in the first quarter fights? What fights did you see going down in the first quarter from a top rank that you're looking at? Because PBC, I think they kind of already put out their fighters, who they're going to fight. What do you see?
I'm looking forward to Yardy and Beterbiev. For the basically three of the belts in London, January 28th. I think on ESPN Plus. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. They got a show January 14th. They got a show in Verona, New York. They got a real good main event. Java versus Oscar Rivas, which is going to be a good fight. They got 2 good fights in the month of January alone. I'm looking forward to both of them.
What do you think about the Bridgerweight division? What do you think about that?
That is Kelsey's nuts.
I don't know who Kelsey's is, and I'm not interested in his nuts.
No, Kelsey was a nut and wheel manufacturer that General Motors bought out years ago, and as soon as they did, they downed the name. And they dead as Kelsey's nuts was Gone Like the Etzel was when Ford made the Etzel and they were out of business in a year and a half. Gone the way of the Etzel. That's another business line. Dead like Kelsey's nuts is because they took a great name in Kelsey, which was a wheel manufacturer back in the day, and wheel nut manufacturer, and they literally, as soon as they bought it, they downed the name when they should have kept the name. It was such a quality name, and they made a big mistake. They didn't do it, and They forged it into General Motors, and it turned out to be a massive mistake. So it's called the line is dead as Kelsey's nuts.
What do you think about Artur PayPerView from a skill set standpoint?
He has trouble backing up and pivoting at this point because he's older. He's 38 years old. He had a lot of amateur fights. He was a world amateur champion and all that. But I don't see anybody beating him except maybe Bivol, because he's got the better legs. He's younger with the better legs and all that. Maybe. But if this guy lays the lumber on you, he's knocking you dead. This guy can really punch.
Hey, what chances?
And by the way, Bivol's not nearly as physically as strong as PayPerView. PayPerView is so strong. One of my fighters that I work with, that I advise, trains with, he's another Chechen. His name is Arthur Blezdov. They call him the Chechen Wolf. He trains out of Montreal. He lives in Toronto, undefeated junior welterweight. Him and PayPerView are best friends. They share religion together. Their origin, their country origin. They're both Chechens. They're both Muslim. And they're very close. And he told me he's so unbelievably strong. It's incredible.
Man, I'm hearing he breaking dudes' ribs and sparring, bro. Like this dude look like a damn. You listen, and this what I like to tell like a lot of us.
I'll tell you a quick funny story. So one time I got a call from an agent, a Robert Middleman from Philadelphia. Robert calls me up. He says, "Hey, I need a couple of sparring partners for PayPerView. You got anybody?" So I'll make a call. So I called this guy. This guy's been in the ring with some really good fighters in fights and in sparring. And I called him up for sparring with PayPerView. All of a sudden, I'm talking to him, giving him the details, and there's nothing there. I call him back. I says, "We were disconnected." He says, "No, I hung up on you." As soon as I mentioned PayPerView's name, he hung up. So that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, man. That dude right there, man. Let me tell you something, man. That dude right there, bro, is I don't know, man. I saw the beat down that he put on Marcus Brown. Marcus Brown headbutted. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like Marcus Brown have a history of headbutting people, making them bleed, stuff like that. But PayPerView stopped him. And Derrick James was in his corner. Derrick James trained Marcus Brown, but he couldn't, man. That dude there's a monster for real, man. Like I'm like, man. And what say you about fighters like PayPerView, Alexander Usyk? They are willing to go all over the world to fight people, even in their own backyards.
Well, understand one thing: they're not the attraction. Right. They're not attractions. Usyk doesn't have a home base. PayPerView doesn't have really a home base. He fights in Montreal. He doesn't really mean much, but they'll travel because they have to. Right. Lomachenko doesn't have a home base. He come to America. That's his home base now. So, they know what they have to do to get money to make the biggest purses and travel to where the other fighters popular. Just the way it works.
Do you think the American fighters, some of the American fighters, need to do the same thing?
Oh, they won't. They don't have the gumption. They don't have the gall, the mental moxie, and the heart to do it. It takes a different kind of breed to do it. These guys keep doing it. Those three guys keep doing it. And there's other fighters like that too. Probatnikov, when he was all those guys are like that. You pay them, they're showing up. Their ankle's not hurting them, their back's not hurting them. PayPerView's had a few injuries, that because he's older and because he's had a lot of fights, not because he's scared. Right.
Yeah, exactly. So my thing is, and I've always said that I think a lot of these fighters in America should fight overseas, even fight in the UK, because these guys are not known over here in America. It's not like they're popping over here.
They're just afraid. They're afraid you're going to get robbed over there. And if you're fighting a 12-round fight, you ask for judges from all over the world. You're not going to get robbed. It's in their minds only. But guys like Al Heyman, we can't go over there. We're going to get robbed. All that bullshit. All that rah-rah shit that they, all that propaganda and rah-rah shit. That's what happens.
So, but the thing is, what about the other fighters who come over here who fight in America who not from here? They
got balls. They got colossal gall. They've got gumption. They've got all those things, intangibles that our fighters don't have because of guys like Al Heyman. You see, Top Rank sends their fighters overseas, don't you? They go to Japan. They go to England. They go to they go all over the world. Top Rank fighters. So there you go.
The thing is that this is the thing though. Like a lot of these fighters, as you said, they won't even over here. Like these guys are not even known in their own country in America, but I don't want to go overseas because I want to get robbed. Okay, well, you got a lot of these guys, they complain about getting robbed over here in their own country. What about the people like the Lomachenkos, the Usyk? Usyk said he'll come over here and fight. Well, Usyk fought over here before multiple times. The PayPerViews, these guys are willing to do what these American fighters won't do. And you're not known, don't nobody know who you is. There's literally money for you if you decided to leave the country and go somewhere else. But I am of the opinion that
balls.
Yeah.
Balls. 2 balls. These Russians, Chechens, Ukrainians, they got balls. These guys, Americans, they want to take the easy, passive route. It's the way we're a soft country these days.
Nah, this guy say they come to America because that's where the money is. No, that's not necessarily true, Rick. That's not necessarily true. This is a guy named Rick Timms. He said they come to America because that's where the money is. That's not necessarily true because these fighters fight all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
They fight all over the world, and these fighters who you're talking about, this where the money is. A lot of these fighters, you don't even know who they are. They're not a draw. They're not an attraction.
Lomachenko's fought in the UK. Lomachenko's fought in his home country. He's fought over here. He does what he has to do to make a living.
This guy said that America is the market. Well, if America is the market, tell me why boxing is so big in the UK.
Right, 95,000 people showed up for Dillian White versus Fury, and then you had 60,000 just for this outfight with this third fight that didn't even mean anything with what's his name, Del Boy there, Joshua and Fury. So it's just the way it is. That's where the money is.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I hear what you're saying. Like, I think a lot of the American boxing fans, well, I don't want to say fans. I say boxing followers because because you had the fans and then you had the people just follow it. America is the place to be and all the money is here and this and that. Oh, no, that's not. Shit, if that's the case, look at the support. They don't buy pay-per-views over here. They tear their fighters down online. That's what they do. A certain group of people. But you get what I'm saying? So no, that's not true. You got fighters like the Usyks. They'll fight all over the world. They go all over the world. And you got fighters.
What about Tyson Fury?
Tyson Fury. Look at Clarissa Shields. Look at Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields, she wasn't making no hell of a. Well, she making money, decent money, but she had to get her biggest payday. She had to go to the UK.
And she's going to be going back there.
She had to go to the UK and she gonna go back to fight again.
Her last 2 or 3 fights have been over there.
You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's not true, fam. That's just propaganda. That's not true. That's not true at all. That's not true at all. You know what I mean? Rick, I know you've been here for a minute, man. I want to I know you suspended from Twitter right now, so I know you're kind of upset about that. But is any parting words you want to leave us before I let you go?
No, everything's fine. It's a wonderful day to be alive.
Yeah.
And here I am on Monday, December 19th, 2022, and I've outlived my existence in life. I was supposed to be dead 9 times already. I'm still here, so I'm doing pretty good.
All right, man. Well, Rick Glazer, man, thank you so much, brother, for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
We'll get you on next week, man. Salute to Rick Glazer.
And Johnny's number, please. And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay, to everybody. If you're celebrating Christmas, you're not celebrating Christmas, whatever you're celebrating, happy holidays. And send me that phone number, okay? Thank you.
All right, yes.
Bye-bye.
Shout out to Rick Glazer. Rick Glazer just left the building. What did Rick Timms? He said, yes, they fight all over the world, but no market is bigger than here. Sir, where I don't know where you're getting that information from, Rick. Rick, you know what I think you're doing, fam? I think that you're thinking about how it was back in the day when Mike Tyson was boxing. In today's time, Rick, fighters don't even get the support over here. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. If what you say is true, right? The biggest fighter in North America is Canelo Alvarez. Packed out a football stadium. Give me an example of an American fighter outside of Tank Davis Because we know Tank selling out arenas. Outside of a Tank Davis, that's doing what Tank Davis has done. Or that's doing what Canelo was done. Canelo fought in the football stadium, 74,000 came out to see him fight a Billy Joe Saunders. There's no other fighters outside of those. We got Canelo up here, then we got Tank right there, and then there's everybody else as it relates to that. You don't, in America, the boxing fans don't even support the fighters like that, like they do in the UK. Perfect example. Wilder last fight. So I'm just gonna have to disagree with you on that, brother. I disagree totally with you on that because you got to give me some examples. I think you're talking about. When Mike Tyson was boxing, or not Mike Tyson, when Floyd Mayweather was boxing. In 2022, America's not America's ain't the market no more like that. Yeah, America not the market no more like that. Yeah, we talk. Yeah, old dirty boxing. Yeah, currently. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Currently. Yeah, currently. You know what I mean? Currently, they don't buy fights over here. It's just different, dog. It's different, dog. It's different. It's just different, dog. It's different. Shout out to Marty King Box. What to say, fam? He said Al Heyman has left a void. It's open season for the real boxing promotions, Top Rank, and now BLK Prime. We'll see. Rick Tim said Errol and Bud would have Canelo numbers in the Cowgirl Stadium. Apparently Al Heyman doesn't think so. True. Rick, you have more faith than Al Heyman do and Steven Espinosa. And you have more faith than Tim Smith of the PBC. So you probably need to get in contact with those guys. Get in contact with Steven Espinosa, Rick. Get in contact with Al Heyman if you can. Get in contact with Tim Smith of the PBC and let them know what you just told me. Because apparently they don't think so. He said Cookie and Hippity would sell out in the UK. And you already know. Hey, shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to Smith & West. Smith & West, what's going on, fam? Detroit versus everybody. Detroit versus everybody. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know, you're more optimistic than those. You're more optimistic than the guys who work at the PBC, who run the PBC. You know, so you must know something that they don't know. So it is what it is, though, man. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. But we got a whole lot of moonlighters in. We had over 400 people here and got less than 200 likes. This is unacceptable. But it's cool, though. It's cool. It is what it is. I get it. We're going into a new year. And in this new year, guys, we're gonna do something called we're rebranding. We're coming into the new year with the new spirit. I have a team now. I'm a part of a team. I'm a part of a team. Of some really, really sharp, bright individuals. I'm not going to do any more talking as it relates to that. I'm just going to let my work speak for itself. You judge a man by his works, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do so you can physically see it so you don't have to hear me talking about it. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. This is going to be phenomenal. I'm so happy about 2023. I'm not even waiting to 2023. We're doing all the work right now. And I'm just happy, man. I want to represent the truth when it comes to this boxing stuff on YouTube. You know what I mean? So, you know, we are now True Media Today. We are the truth. True Media Today Boxing. And this is what it is. True Media Today USA. And we coming to bring the truth. We coming to destroy the fake narratives, the false narratives. And we're going to get to the money next year. You can believe that. And it is what it is, man. I am not faking. Shout out to my dog, man. World Comeback Sports. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. True. He said, great live, coach. Congratulations on the new venture moving forward. Yes, sir. Man. Oh, Lord have mercy. Man, it's so much, drink, brother, because my cup is running over. I want to be able to open some things up for some other people as well. Because just like it was given to me, and I want to be able to open it up for other people as well. But I'm not going to do the work for you. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know, but it's going to be up to you to put the work in. You know what I mean? My work ethic is serious. I have a very serious work ethic, so it is what it is. Shout out to Edgar. What you say, fam? You say, Coach, I just jumped on your live. Congrats on the podcast with Los Angeles living legend Freeway Rick. Yeah, man. Yeah. Freeway Rick, man. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? I am the spokesperson for Freeway Rick from Freeway Boxing. We are the True Media. True Media Today USA Boxing. That's what it's gonna be. We gonna represent the truth. No matter what. And we by ourselves. We by ourselves in this. When I say by ourselves, I mean, we ain't with no cliques, no crews, no guys who was here, no guys who have groups, no guys who have alliances and stuff like that. Our only alliance is with the sport of boxing. That's it. Our only alliance is with the sport of boxing. Not going corporate. I care nothing about anything corporate. I want to keep it, you know what they say? I want to be my own boss. I want to make my own goddamn decisions. That's it. I want to make my own goddamn decisions. It is what it is. And then that give us a chance to weed out other motherfuckers. Shout out to Rick. He say, what'd he say? Oh, he say Dundada. Oh, you talking about Dundada. He say, I didn't say Errol was Canelo. Oh, you talking to somebody else. Okay. Shout out to Hollow Davis. He say, do your thing, Coach. I look forward to you being on ESPN. No, don't look forward to that, fam. That'll never happen. I'm not dealing with ESPN. One, they too woke. They too woke over there. I'm not going to be the one that's going to go along to get along. I'm not going to be the one that, when stuff need to be said, I got to bite my tongue and go along with the script. You know what I mean? Because they cut me a check. That ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen with me. So all money ain't good money. I'm good. That ain't going to happen. So shout out to Marion G. What it say for me? Say, Coach is on the verge of being a very wealthy man. Another great year of growth. And he is man-made. Keep it real, people. Open your eyes and ears. Yeah, I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show him. And no one can say that, yeah, man, I did that for him. I'm the one, I'm saying on YouTube. No channel can say, yeah, I did this, I did that for him. I'm the one put him in. No. That ain't gonna happen. But anyways, back to boxing. Let's do this, guys. I'm looking at, this is what we have coming up. If Tank Davis fight Hector Garcia, I'm going to give him credit. If Tank Davis beat him, I'm going to give him credit. Now, I do understand the criticism, but I would say that this guy, Hector Garcia, is a better fighter than any fighter Tank has fought so far in his career. I'm willing to go as far as to say that. On paper. And as a matter of fact, not on paper, but I'm saying from a skill set standpoint, footwork, ring IQ, I would say Hector Garcia is the best fighter Tank has fought. I don't want to hear nobody, no Leo Santa Cruz. He was small, moving up to 120. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear nothing. Not Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz don't have the skill set that this young man have. That Tank fixing to fight. Mario Barrios, he cool. Definitely not Rolling Romero, Big Rolo. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, this is my opinion only. Because I know the background of Hector Garcia, I think highly of him. And if Tank Davis were to beat him, I would give him credit because he fought a credible fight. He fought a hell of a fight. He said, Coach, you're going to pass on the opportunity to work with Timothy Bradley. Boy, hush. people ain't gonna. I'm good, man. I'm not the corporate guy. I'm not a corporate guy, man. You know, I'm not a corporate guy. You know what I mean? From the streets, don't been in the tank. You know, I ain't, you know, I'm not a corporate guy. I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm gonna smoke my weed, and I'm gonna get my money. You know, all the other stuff, I ain't, man, shit. I don't fit that model, fam. I'm be honest with you. I'm being real. You say to me though, Hector is the wrong style to prepare for a Ryan Garcia fight though. Hey, you know what, Smith & West? I didn't even think about that though, fam. You say he's the wrong style? Damn, I didn't even think about that. Damn. I didn't, you know what? I didn't even damn, you know what? But you know what I think it is? I think this is just it's a stay busy fight. It's a stay busy fight for Tank though. Shout out to Iron Kong. He said damn shame that we talking about this guy is Tank's best fight at this point in his career. We still looking to give Tank credit like he a prospect. Hey, let me. Hey, man. Hey, I think you've been. You know what? Interesting. I think you've been a little too rough. And you know what? And I guess you say that respectfully. Shout out to Two Tone, the superstar, man. I say that respectfully. Hey, you know, yeah, bro. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. That's it. Funny. And what you say? You say he might mess around and get clipped like Chris Colbert. You know, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know, man. Let's put it this way. I hope he do better than what Michelle Rivera did against Frank Martin. Cause Frank Martin put on a clinic, boy. Frank Martin, boy, I like Frank Martin. That dude right there, the real deal. And I think he deserved a shot at the title. But you know, I probably was more disappointed than anything. But Rick Glazer said something that I said I don't think they even prepared for this guy. Cause the guy he looked lost in the ring. They didn't prepare, they didn't do their homework. But it took Tank 11 rounds. Well, he dropped. When Tank fought Mario Barrios, how many times did he drop Mario Barrios? Dundada, what you say? You say Frank Martin versus Esau Cruz? You know what? And you know what? Oh no, man. All right, Frank Martin versus. And you know what? I think Frank box circles around Esau Cruz. But if Esau land that haymaker, you know Esau be throwing them haymakers now. Frank say what you say. Tim Rick, you say Frank would stop Pitbull. Nah. You know what, Rick? You boy, Rick. Rick. Okay, Rick. Tank Davis couldn't stop Esau Cruz. And I know you're saying he hurt his hand. Okay, fine. He still couldn't stop him. Whatever excuse you want him, he couldn't stop him. Frank Martin couldn't stop Michelle Rivera. And he was landing punches at will on Michelle Rivera. Like he couldn't miss. If he threw 10 punches, he landed 9.5 of them. And he couldn't stop Michelle Rivera. So how in the hell is he gonna stop on Pitbull? I seen Tank hit Pitbull. I seen Tank hit Pitbull with a clean uppercut. Guess what Pitbull did? He ate that uppercut and looked at Tank like you damn puto, that's all you got? There was not one moment in that fight, and I don't want to talk about Tank hurt his hand in the 6th round. I'm talking about before the 6th round. Because that's what y'all say he hurt his hand. Calvin, that's what they say. I don't know how true that is. That's what they say. Listen, he caught that man clean with an uppercut. Man, that man looked at Tank, man, like that's all you got? So I totally disagree with that. And Frank Martin don't hit like Tank Davis. So I disagree with that. Now, if you say he'll beat him, I'll go with you on that. But stopping him, nah, I don't see that. Shout out to Jamario for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy! Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
You say, can y'all imagine Coach calling a fight with Timothy Bradley, smoking on that good Nick Sack, blowing smoke on the Tim face? No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't disrespect the man like that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be able to do that anyways. I'm gonna be calling fights next year though. That's the thing I will be telling y'all. I will be calling fights next year. Next year, I'm gonna be doing some local fight cards here in my city and throughout the state, and I will be calling fights. I want to do that to get my experience up. Rick, you said that Shakur and Frank both beat Pitbull 12 rounds to 0. Yeah, but now you're changing it though. You're going from Frank will stop Pitbull to now saying they'll beat him 12 rounds to 0. Which one is it, fam? You're switching up now. Shout out to Low Rider. He said, yep, you're right, coach. Keep it coming. Thuggin' D said, I know y'all hate him, but it's the truth. Hate who? What you talking about, Thuggin' D? What you talking about? Yeah, shout out to my sister Fee on the tune. Fee, what's going on, Fee? I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, we just have a difference of opinion on that. That's all. We have a difference of opinion on that. Is he gonna stop him or is he gonna beat him 12 rounds to 0? Which one is gonna be? You know what I mean? Oh, shout out to Thuggin' D. What did say, fam? He said, I'm talking about Marty King Boxical. Oh, okay, fam. Shout out to Thuggin' D. Shout out to Smith the West. What did say, fam? You said the best way to beat a pure boxer is to make him fight. Pitbull would do that. I don't think Martin ready. Yeah, Pit coming. Pit don't give a damn. But Pit don't give a. Hey, listen, I've never seen. I'm gonna say this. Con Enigma, what's going on, fam? I've never seen Tank Davis fight on the back foot before. Throughout the entire fight. I've seen him fight on the back foot in spots, but most of the time he's pressing, he's coming forward and stuff like that. Now, I did see him fight Roland Romero on the back foot, but he was, he set the trap counter for him. Roland fell for it. I did see him fight Roland on the back foot. But I'm saying prior to that fight, I haven't seen Tank fight on the back foot until he fought Pitbull. Tank was like, man, hey, Tank was in the corner. Man, Calvin. Yeah, he said, youngin, what you doing, youngin? Youngin, what you doing? I need to step to him. He said, man, you see me hit him with the uppercut? Yeah, I saw that. I hit him with the same uppercut that I hit Leo Santa Cruz with. And you know that uppercut I hit, I kind of caught Leo Santa Cruz slipping when he threw the jab. I went up under the corner with a clean uppercut on the chin, right up under the chin. He said, yeah, I saw that. Do you see when I hit him, that man's head did not move? Yeah, I saw that. He said, I knew. And he said, so what you talking about? The man's head ain't moved. I gotta get on the back foot. You gotta box him now. Cause you ain't gonna knock everybody out. It's some fighters that you get in there with, you ain't gonna knock them out. You ain't gonna knock everybody out. That's all I'm saying, fam. That's all I'm saying. That dude, listen, did you see hey, shout out to my sister Nick Rich, salute says, did you see the neck on Pitbull? Listen, after the fight, when they asked Tank Davis, they say, Tank, some of the fans was booing. Quite a few people was booing. They felt like Pitbull won that fight. They say, he said, Javante, will you give Isak Cruz a rematch? What did Tank say? He said, hell no. True. I ain't never heard Tank say that before in the fight. He said, hell no. He said that for a reason. He said, hell no for a reason. So that's all I'm saying. Again, now, Tank, they'll box circles around Pitbull. I'll give you that. But man, you ain't gonna knock everybody out, dog. But listen, I'm gonna tell you what. Hey Rick, go look at that dude neck. Go look. As a matter of fact, let me show you Pitbull neck. Let me show you Pitbull neck. Shit, would you agree? Would anybody agree that Tank Davis is the hardest puncher that Tank Davis is the hardest puncher in the lightweight division? Will anybody agree with that? Where Isak Cruz at? Shit, man, that little motherfucker there, man. Shit. Man, nigga, please. Man, Tank hit that man with an uppercut, man, and that man looked at Tank lane. That's all you got? That's all you got? Man, that man, listen, that man was chasing Tank the whole goddamn night. Chasing him the entire night. Shit, I don't know about that. No, don't get me wrong. Tank did that. Tank did right now. Tank did right. And he damn so did right now. Cause I was, listen, I'm gonna tell you, hey, Rick, let me tell you how dumb I was. I thought so little of Isak Cruz that I picked Tank Davis to knock Isak Cruz out in 3 rounds. I said, man, Tank gonna stop that dude in 3, man. I didn't even buy the pay-per-view because I was upset. I was upset. I was upset. Rick, you killing me in the chat, Rick. Rick, you killing me. Boy, Rick, boy, you killing me in the chat, boy. Rick, you killing me in the chat. Boy, Rick killing me, boy. Rick said he deserved no goddamn rematch. Hey, whether he deserved it or not, he wasn't gonna get one. That's all I'm saying, Rick. He wasn't gonna get one, whether he deserved it or not. Look at the neck on this man, Rick. Rick, look at this man's neck. The man got a neck. He got 4 necks, not 4. He got 4 necks combined into 1. Look at this man's neck right here, Rick. Rick, look at this. How you gonna knock a man out that got a neck like this? His neck is, and he can look at his neck. Look at the man's neck, man. Do y'all see this? Let's see, can I blow this up some more? Hold on. Do y'all see this? Let's blow this up. Hold on, let's blow this up. Do y'all see this, man? Look at this man's neck, man. Look at this man's neck. This man got a 75-inch neck. Come on, man. Hey, that man got a neck like Mike. That man got a neck like Mike Tyson, man. Look at that neck. Man, Tank hit that man right up under the chin with an uppercut. If Tank hit anybody else with that punch, they going to sleep. He hit Pitbull. Pitbull looked at him like he had 9 heads. That's all you got? And Tank went on his bicycle for 12 goddamn rounds. He knew right then, boy, this ain't gonna be no goddamn, boy, this ain't gonna, Lord have mercy. Yeah, that's all I'm saying, fam. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, fam. I hear, it sound good. And guess what? When the fight was over with, guess what? Pitbull did not have a scratch on his face. True. When the fight was over with, Pitbull did not have 1 scratch on his face. That's all I'm saying. We know when I was a kid, I used to watch this character. I used to watch He-Man growing up, right? And they had a character, a bad guy. He was a part of Skeletor's team called Mech-and-Neck. Look that up, Mech-and-Neck, right? Doggone Mech-and-Neck had a neck. He had a big neck, and he used to make his neck extend, but he had a neck, Mech-and-Neck, right? Man, that dude right here, man, come on, man. Antoine Reed said, how many pay-per-views did Buzz sell? He did 120,000. 120,000. Shout out to Jumping for Life. He said that man's temple ain't connected to his neck. Man, man, come on, man. You ain't knocking that dude out. I don't give a damn who you put him in there with. Put him in there with Shakur. Shakur ain't knocking out doggone Frank Martin, Devin Haney. I don't care who you put him in there with. He said hurt his hand, no less. Caught the man with an uppercut, and he hurt his hand. That's what y'all say. That's what y'all say. Y'all say Tank hurt his hand. He hurt his hand on something. That's all I'm saying. Shit. Hit that man. Hit that man, doggone man. Rick say, he said again, the pit's so great, why he ducking Shakur? Prove it. I mean, I ain't saying he the next coming of Salvador Sanchez. I'm just saying you moving the goalpost, Rick. See, you jumping around now. You went from this is what you did, my brother. You went from Frank Martin would knock out Pitbull. This where it started at. So I said, well, if Frank Martin couldn't knock out Michelle Rivera. And if you agree that Tank Davis is the hardest hitting puncher in the lightweight division, how come Tank Davis couldn't knock him out? If Tank Davis couldn't knock him out and you agree that he's the hardest hitting puncher in the lightweight division, you can't get me to believe that Frank Martin knock him out. So then you went from that, my brother, to, well, Shakur and Frank Martin beat him for 12 rounds. Now you're saying that if he's so great, why he ducking Shakur? And I do agree with that. His team don't want to fight Shakur. I totally agree with that, my brother. But I just want to keep everything in its proper perspective. That's all I'm saying. We just talking about him getting knocked out. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying ain't them dudes ain't gonna knock him out at one. Them dudes ain't gonna knock him out at 135. Look at the man neck. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, fam. You know. That's all I'm saying. You know, that's all I'm saying, fam. That's all. You know what I mean? Shout out to my sister Fee on the tube day. Duval County in his BIH, man. Shout out to Brady. What you say, fam? You say his dad and team said no. Pitbull wants it. All I'm saying is, look at that dude neck, man. hey, Rick say Tank would have knocked him out with both arms. Hey, what you say? Shout out to my dog, Thuggy D. He said Pitbull fight on PBC just like Edwin De Los Santos. So you think that fight would have happened, Coach? Hey, Thuggy D, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is the thing, right? Like Pitbull needs to fight. If Evan De Los Santos, he needs to fight though. He needs to fight those guys. But this is the thing though, Thuggy D. The matchmaking. Shout out to strategy, man. Shout out to strategy, man. Shout out to strategy. Shout out to strategy. The matchmaking. It's the matchmaking, fam. For me. It's like I think the way I think Tom Brown does the matchmaking for the PBC, and he's a very good matchmaker. Tom Brown used to do matchmaking for Goosen. I think he did some for Bob Arum as well. Tom Brown been around a long time. As a matter of fact, TGB Promotions, TGB, I think it stands for Tom, Goosen, and I forgot what the B stand for. You know, it's Tom Goosen and something else. But what I was saying was, you know, boxing is about matchmaking, the matchups. They're not just gonna throw anybody in there. You know, like what we want as fans, like what makes sense to us don't make sense to those guys who write the checks. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. I just don't know. Yeah, Brown. Yeah, that's it, Food Revolution Brown. That's it, Brown. That's it, sis. That's what TGB stands for, Tom, Goosen, and Brown. That's it. You know, so I think it's on Tudor Goosen and Brown. But I could be wrong too. But you get what I'm saying though? You get what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like me personally, I think that it's just the matchmaking, guys. Again, Showtime budget got cut. And if you don't watch Yahoo Finance or Bloomberg, you won't know this. And this is why you can't put on fights if you don't have the money. You don't have the budget. If you don't have the budget. If you don't have the budget, you can't put on the fights. You get what I'm saying? So this is why Jamal Charlo, he ain't fighting until next year. Errol Spence said he won't be back until April, May, or June. And Crawford ain't gonna be next. So we know that I told y'all that fight dead. As a matter of fact, let me do this. I'm gonna start calling myself Nostradamus on this shit. Yeah, that dude got a neck, man. That dude Pitbull got a neck, man. I'm gonna start calling myself. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Pull this up. This it right here. Hold on, this it right here. I want to show you guys this. I want to show you guys something. Now, this was my position last year, right? This is my position last year. I dropped this video a year ago. I want to show it to you. And then I'm going to move on. This video is entitled, Terrence Crawford, please stop chasing Errol Spence. The boy don't want to fight you. Move on. When did I drop this video? I dropped this video December the 16th, 2021. A year ago. A year ago. What did I know a year ago that a lot of people just finding out now? I said this a year ago. That fight ain't happening. So let's move on from that. I just want to throw that out there. I knew this a year ago. Shout out to boxing Jill. Salute the boxing Jill. What's going on, fam? He said 90% of the ducking isn't real. It's a fan narrative. The business of boxing is just bad. You know what? Hey, you hit the nail right on the head, boxing Jills. When fighters are not their own bosses, and they don't make their fights, they don't put their money up for their fights, the business of boxing is the reason why certain fights don't get made. The business of boxing is the reason why someone like a Jerron Boots Ennis to say, I'll fight Terrence Crawford in Omaha, Nebraska, knowing goddamn well that you signed to Showtime. Showtime is the one putting the money up for your fights. Cameron Duncan, I think, is your manager. He used to manage Terrence Crawford. And that you petitioned the IBF, you went the IBF route in order to challenge Errol Spence for his IBF strap, and you did not go the WBO route in order to challenge Terrence Crawford for his WBO strap. So what you say out of your mouth and what it is two different things. I like to focus on what it is. That's the reality of the situation. The business of boxing is the reason why we're not getting these fights, period. Now, as it relates to Jamal Charlo, that might be something different. As it relates to Jamal Charlo, but that's what it is. That's just what it is. And because someone like Al Heyman is not out in the public, you're not able to ask him tough questions in order to try to get answers. So it's like he's not there. He's the invisible man. We hear of his name. People talk about him, but he's nowhere to be found. You can find Bob Arum. Bob Arum got a net worth of about $400 million. You can find Eddie Hearn. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. You can find Warren Buffett, and Warren Buffett is one of the richest men on the planet Earth. Give interviews. You name them. Donald Trump. What the dude named Microsoft? Bill Gates. Any of these guys you can find videos on, and they're doing interviews probably right now as we speak. But this one guy, you can't ask him any questions. So, this is the guy that's controlling it. That's just a reality of the situation, guys. I know. Now I know Wakanda don't want to believe that. I know it doesn't fit your narrative, but it's the truth. Shout out to Boston Jim. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Boston Jim, what to say, family? Say facts. Fighters can't decline or mark a fight or make a fight happen if they don't run their own careers. Okay. He said Mikey got put on the shelf for trying to refuse a fight. No, these are the facts. These are the facts. Yeah, Mikey Garcia got put on the shelf. Yeah. These guys don't, it is what it is. These guys don't run, they don't control, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So this is why I say, who am I going to listen to? Especially with the information that I'm privy to today that I never talk about. I had sources tell me all types of stuff. People who I know credible. I never came on here and told you guys, well, my source told me this and that. Yeah, I don't do that. I bring them on. Where you got that information from? Yada yada yada. And I'm the one told you guys what sources say mean any goddamn way. Sources say. Sources say that mean the nigga lying. He ain't got no proof, evidence, anything factual. This is a narrative that he's pushing. And the reason why they put the sources say out there, because that's the way to cover their ass. That's so if you call them out on their bullshit, you can say, well, hey, I never said that this is what it is and this is what happened. I said sources say according to reports. What reports? Where can I find this information from? You get what I'm saying? So that's what I say. Shout out to my brother, man, Major Key Boxing in the building. Yes, sir, Major Key. Shout out to Major Key, man. Salute the strategy. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Salute to my sister Lisa Bell's in the building. What you say strategy, you say Al Heyman's poetry in motion. I call it Phantom of the Boxer. Phantom of the Boxer, man. Low Rider, what you say, family? Say, is that what happened to Thurman? Listen, Thurman can't make his own fights. There's a reason why they say, man, we got to call Al. There's a reason why. I mean, it's right there in plain sight. It's right there in plain sight. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Rick. He say, I actually like how Al moves in silence. If he was doing anything dirty or illegal, the feds will what happened to expose him and indict him. Al just zero tolerant with the media, and I ain't mad at it. Yeah, I'm just saying, I ain't tripping on that at all, but I'm just saying, like, you got guys who got a net worth for way more than him. You got, again, Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett ain't that way. Bob Arum ain't that way. I'm just saying, B. I'm just saying. Richard Schaefer not that way. Oscar De La Hoya not that way. I'm just saying, B. That's all I'm saying. So. But to each his own, no problem. He said Michael was a free agent getting paid by the PBC and the Zone. Yeah, as a matter of fact, now when he went to the Zone, yeah, Mikey was a free agent. That was. Once Mikey, I think he had like so many fights under the PBC, a few fights, and then he left there and went to the Zone to get paid like $6-7 million to fight Jesse Vargas. Yeah, did fight Jesse Vargas. Yeah. Shout out to West Side. He said that's why they talk, because they know how Al works. I'm just you know, I just call it the way I see it, fam. Raw Dog, what did he say? He said Mikey found a loophole in his contract and had to go to court by a slave driver. By Bob, go to court, Bob a slave driver. Oh, Bob a slave driver, huh? Well, that's that McConnell language there, boy. He's a slave man. He's a slave driver. Okay. Boy, I know the language. Boy, I know the language, boy. Oh, boy, y'all say slave, boy, like y'all don't even know what slavery is. Y'all don't even know what slavery is. Mikey Garcia had to pay Al Heyman money. I mean, Bob Arum money. Hey, man, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Shout out to Low Rider. What did he say about me? He say he that way because he's in control, and on top of that, he's rich as shit. Yeah, it's a whole lot of motherfuckers rich as shit. So, you know. Whole lot of people rich. You know what I mean? He said Warren Buffett shows up to Crawford's fights. Heyman never even went to Floyd's fights. No, that's not true. That's not true. Heyman been to Floyd fights. That's not true. That's not true. Yeah, that's not true, fam. He's been in his fights. He's been in his fights in the past. You can see him in the audience. There's pictures out there. Like a lot of those pictures that you see, you know, he's been there. See it, UK. He say I love boxing, but I don't understand how some crazies hate Crawford for basically saying let me see the actual books. I mean, it is what it is. A lot of these guys are low IQs, they're very ignorant, and they really don't know anything. I mean, that's just the state of where we at. You know what I mean, in boxing. You know what I mean? Online. See it, UK, that's just what it is. It's totally different. It's totally different. In the UK. Shout out to Brady 12. He say, Coach, a new way still ducking. He has to come to America to fight a slick black fighter. Just saying, not hating. Okay. Let me do this. Now, Brady, this is gonna be very easy. This is gonna be very easy for me. Oh, this is gonna be too easy. Oh, this is Brady 12. This is gonna be too easy. Let's go to a new one. Let's pull this up. Let's pull this up. Oh man, this is gonna be too easy. A new way ducking slick black fighters. He don't want to come to America. He's ducking slick black fighters. Okay, all right. That's what we're going at, huh? Okay, let me do this. Let me do this, fam. Let me do this. All right. Because I didn't know how to spell his first name, so I had to look his name up. Hoya. I got a question for you, fam. I got a question for you. Brady 12, I got a question for you. A New Way started boxing, brother. He was the light flyweight. He was a light flyweight champion. He started boxing at light flyweight. Let me ask you a question. You say the New Way is ducking slick black fighters. Can you give me a name of any slick black fighters that was at 108 pounds, sir? I'm gonna help you out. One was Regendow. I think Regendow. I don't know if Regendow was at that weight class when the New Way was there, but I'll give you one. I'll help you out with that. Can you give me an example of any slick black fighters in the light flyweight division, sir? I ask you another question. A New Way moved up from the light flyweight division to the flyweight division. Can you give me any slick black fighters that's in the flyweight division, sir? I give you another example. Can you give me any slick black fighters that were in the super flyweight division, sir? Lisa, what you say? Since you said Rigo was 118. So my question is this, my brother. I'm gonna do this like my brother Two-Tone the Superstar. Shout out to Two-Tone the Superstar. And I say this respectfully. How can you duck slick black fighters that aren't there? True. If there are no slick black fighters in 108 pounds, 108 pounds, 115 pounds, and 118 pounds, how can you duck something that's not there? You said the reason why, because people hype him up for no reason, but he's a good fighter though. Sir, but you're not answering the question, my brother. You say that he needs to come to America and fight a slick black fighter. Can you give me any slick black fighters in the 108-pound division, 115-pound division, and 118-pound division, sir? I'm just saying. True. I'm just saying, fam. I'm just saying. Please help me out. Maybe you can help me out. Maybe you know something I don't know, fam. Maybe you know something I don't know.
Come on, man. Come on, y'all.
It is what it is, man. Hey, what you say on Gertz? Gertz, what it say? He say dudes be saying anything because it sounds good in their head. That's all I'm saying, fam. That's all I'm saying, man. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Lisa Bells, what you say, sis? You said Rigo was bantamweight and super bantamweight. Yeah. You say he don't want to move up if he that great. He said, but he don't want to move up, he that great. Sir, I just gave you examples. The man is a three division world champion. You say he don't want to move up. How can you say that, sir? That's just the furthest thing from the truth. He moved up from 108 to 110. He moved up from 108 to 115, and moved up from 115 to 118. What are you talking about? You say he don't want to move up, but he's moved up 3 times. And he's now moving up to 122. What are you talking about? And let me flip it. Because I know where you're going at with this. You say he don't want to call out Fulton. Listen, so let me flip it. How come Stephen Fulton, as a matter of fact, Stephen Fulton is a bantamweight. Fulton is a bantamweight. You know, and I say this respectfully, but my mother always taught me it's best to It's best to be assumed as being a fool than to open your mouth and clear all doubt. If it's something that you don't know, you don't know. If it's something that you don't know, it's always good to do a little research on something before you speak on something. At least it makes you look like a fool. You say the man didn't move up in 3 weight divisions. You say the man don't move up. The man moved up 3 different weight divisions. 3-division world champion, and he's currently the undisputed super flyweight champion. He won't call out on Steph. Steph is a bantamweight. This man was a 108 pounder, 115 pounder, and 118 pounder. He's a flyweight. And now he's moving up to 122 pounds, which I think is bantamweight. Like, make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. He say, Coach, I think he knew where he skipped the 112 pound division. Yeah, he went to 108, to 115, to 118. He skipped it. But he's still the 3-division world champion. What I'm saying is facts. I know it don't fit the racial narrative. I get it. I know it doesn't fit the racial narrative, but we're not talking about your racial narrative. We're talking about facts. There's nothing that you can say to argue that or dispute that. Nothing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's give everybody a round of applause, man. I got to take my son to karate. Got to take my son to karate. It is what it is, man. He said he looks like he's strong, though, to make 122. Still be an excellent, I think. Yeah. He moved up to 122. This is going to be his 4th weight division. Brady said, but Coach, could he get exposed? And anybody can get exposed. But what I'm saying is, we're not talking about exposed. We're talking about, you said that he won't move. He won't come to America fight any slick black fighters. And I said, can you give me an example of any slick black fighters in 108 pounds and that's in America? Can you give me the slick black fighters in 115 pounds that's in America? Can you give me the slick black fighters in 118 pounds that's in America? You had no answer for that. Then you said, sir, that Fulton, you said that he don't want to move up in weight. Well, I debunked that by giving you an example. The man moved up in weight 3 times. And now he's moving up to his 4th weight class by becoming undisputed. This undisputed super flyweight champion in Japan. He's moving up to his 4th weight class. They're going to 122. You get what I'm saying, sir? So I just advise you just to do a little bit more research on it, fam, before you speak on it. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. And you already know what time in TI is, man. Y'all know what time in TI is, man.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and think, Al Heyman, I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? But a name. Do you have a name? Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
We going into the new year, guys. We rebranding. We True Media Today USA Boxing because we represent the truth. Why? Because we are the only boxing community. We have our own commandments. We have commandments, baby. So that means we have a boxing criteria that we go by. And we got to separate the wheat from the tare. 2023, we're looking forward to a lot of great things that's going to happen for all of us. We're going to be having giveaways to the members, prizes, all types of stuff. Sponsors who gonna help me, stuff like that. So it is what it is, man. Don't forget, man, the merch. Y'all go cop the merch, man, right here, man. I'm finna drop the link again. Y'all cop the merch, man. We got the hoodies. We got the hoodies. We have the long sleeve shirts, the regular t-shirts. We got some of everything, man. Y'all check us out, man. Check us out. It is what it is, man. Respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All 3 of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
Y'all know what time it is.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Shout out to my dog, Booker Ray.
Make it last. Make it last forever.
Leonard, are you biting your bottom lip, Leonard? Leonard, are you biting your bottom lip? Leonard, I know you're not biting your bottom lip, Leonard. I know you're not biting your bottom lip. But if you are biting your bottom lip, Leonard, guess what? I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
You know, I want you guys to know when they come over here, holler about they gonna pull up. We got something for them.
I am a chain belt in Kung Fu. Bruce Lee was my teacher. Watch this. That's called the quarter blood technique. You do that, a quarter blood will drop out of a person's body.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We toe tagging the body bag and doggone in the new year. We ain't even playing with it.
Put your soul in ether. Teach you the king, you know you. Godson across the belly. I prove you lost already.
Peace to my sister Nick. Peace to my sister Nick, man. Much love to my sister Nick. Shout out to Jaime Rivera, man. Jaime, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Jaime Rivera, man. Salute. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to the family, man. I look at you guys as family. You know what I mean? We have some ups and downs. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. We're gonna make it do what it do. We gonna take it to the next level. It is what it is, man. When them O'Connors come over here, we ought to know what time it is.
I will break my leg off, up in your ass so far that you be shitting sneaker for a month.
How about they gonna pull up? What they gonna do when they see somebody at the fight?
I smell something, man. You smell something?
I definitely smell something in my hair.
I smell
pussy.
And you know what? We're going to send a special PSA to all of the haters, trolls, and detractors. We are now True Media Today USA, where boxing really matters. And we're going to focus on the boxing. We leave the contract talks to the Nick Sacks. You know, we leave the contract talks to the Nick Sacks. The two-figure niggas who always talk about signing the contract. We're going to leave that to you guys. You see it got some red buzz. In there. You see that right? Green, red. You ought to see that. We're going to leave that to you guys. Shout out to my dog, Riley, man. Riley, let them know what time it is and how we feel about it.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Boy, that goddamn Riley boy be killing me, boy. Shout out to my dog, editor Hitman Hearn and Booger Ray Leonard. Peace to y'all.
Sunshine when tank's gone.
I'll smack the shit out of you in front of everybody.
Only dark times for you.
I mean, just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat.
Ain't no sunshine when tank's gone.
I don't play them type of games.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about me?
Did you fucking learn your lesson from that? With AJ?
Ain't no sunshine when tank's gone.
I'll knock that motherfucker's hole out. Period.
Only dark times for you.
There ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business.
Ain't no sunshine when tank's gone.
You fucking idiot.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about what?
Yes, sir, it is what it is, man. You ought to know what time it TI is, man. We're going to make it do what it do. And you know what, though, man? I'll be far-fetched. Shout out to my dog, Jamal, the Hitman.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's
please.
up? It's the Jamal, the Hitman, Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Hello. It is what it is, man. Once again, it's on, man. It's about Coach Malachi Williams signing out. New Media Today USA Boxing. We're going live tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Dropping the video as well. Please be on the lookout. You know my motto. No, as a matter of fact, before I say that, I want to give you guys some parting words. No matter what you're going through in your life, right? Always stay focused on the prize. Everybody in this chat are going through things in their lives. Family members may be sick. Loved ones might have passed away. People who was here yesterday, not here today. People who you was friends with yesterday, you're not friends with them today. You know, you're going to have your ups and your downs, your ebbs and your flows, but keep your eyes on the prize. What is the prize? The prize is whatever goal that you're trying to accomplish. Keep your eyes on that. Understand that whenever you get close to accomplishing a certain goal, when you get close to a certain milestone in your life that's going to take you to heavenly heights, to where it's going to make your life a little bit better, understands that when good news comes, bad news comes along with it. When you have good things that's going to come in your life, you're going to have some bad things that come as well. The yin and the yang, right? Anytime when you roll with the truth, the lie is going to come as well, because the universe is created in polarity. Everything is, the universe is created in polarity. If you have sunlight, you got to have darkness. If you have land, you got to have water. You get what I'm saying? You know, if you have rain, you got to have fire. Everything is created in polarities. You get what I'm saying? That's how it works. Once you understand how to I believe in universal law. So, you know, so I believe in the power of attraction. No, I believe in the law of attraction, and I believe in the law of resistance. So whatever you're going through in your life, man, keep your head up, keep focused, keep working, be consistent, because consistency is the key to be successful in life. Be consistent. Embrace the people who hate you. Remember, they are there to help you. They're going to keep your name out there, keep it relevant, okay? So other than that, that's it. It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, signing out. New Media Today USA Boxing. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.